Hello,
Hello.
everybody. This is Living with the Darkness, Changing and Dreaming. You can go ahead, Carol.
Oh, I see how it is. Living World of Darkness, Changeling the Dreaming, 20th Anniversary Edition venue set in the Kingdom of Apples. Today's scene takes place currently starting at the Freehold of the Free Hair, where William is giving his gathered crew of hired assassins, hardened by a life of crime and other horrible, horrible things, the player base. William, take it away.
Thank you, SD. Thank you a lot. William is putting his sword, his shield at his back. He puts his knife and gets ready his leather jacket, and he's waiting for people to arrive. There are like a bunch of guards. They're like putting their armors as well, as you guys can see them here. Because I choose the photo, I love it. But yeah, he is, looking at the groups and like making sure they put their armors on and everything is okay. He's waiting for everyone to arrive.
Misha's already there because it's kind of like where she hangs out. She's just chilling, looking at her phone.
I assume the people that slept at the Freehold are already there, which is also includes Hall? Question mark?
Yes.
All right, cool. So Amber will arrive, and she'll have on her both chimerical and Grey World armor and her sword at her hip. She looks exhausted, but not wearing crazy amounts of makeup, like that other day when Alice and William saw her. She just looks tired. She doesn't look crazed.
Welcome.
She'll give a curtsy, even though she's wearing even though it's summer, she's got on like skinny jeans and combat boots because, well, no, not combat boots. Her fancy furred boots, her treasure boots. But because she wants to look badass, so she'll curtsy, but not just miming the skirt.
Why you're cursing?
I thought it was just the polite thing to do.
Oh, okay, I guess. I might add as well, guys. She is kind of talented at Tulane things. Like we all know that she knows about them. So if they try to do something tricky, I invited her as well. And I think she will arrive soon.
Alice will come walking up to the Freehold. Once she's past the guards, enter. She's dressed like a schoolgirl, little yellow ribbons in her hair. She looks absolutely exhausted, despite the attempts to hide it with makeup. And the first thing she does as soon as she walks in, looks at everyone, and then takes a seat and starts dozing off.
Either someone wake her up or I'm going to kick her.
Don't kick her.
Hall's going to grab something small and throw it at her.
You people are the nicest people.
Wow. Alice, hello. Alice, please wake up. Alice, why you're sleeping, Alice?
Tired. Long day, long night.
Okay.
By the way, a little bit of a note. Those of you with chimerical companions, i.e. dragons, Kelgar, you will notice that as they are kind of crawling away from you, William, they're usually on you anyways, but like leaning especially close towards William, kind of gathering about him, doing that like animal bumping thing, because he is glowing with glamour. As they pass Misha, they all act very hostily, with the exception of Anaba. Various hisses and growls as they tend to be more sinister around her.
What are you guys doing? Kelgar, what's up? What's the problem?
You get a like as Kelgar moves past Misha and just kind of like bumps up against you. You just get sort of a whimper from him.
Misha's just petting Inaba at this point.
Okay. Williams just like pets him down and like tries to calm him down by like scratching his neck, and he looks at the four person, and he says, "Okay, guys, the reason I invited you all, which some of you know, but I'm gonna give a briefing. There is a changeling or group of changelings is doing what we think Rhapsody. There's a woman who died in Brooklyn, and I was like investigating this. I entered this bar, which I find out there are Talain inside of this bar. There were three of them as far as I saw. The guy offered to make a deal with me, saying if I give him a fresh changeling
Organ.
organ, he would tell me what happened and what he knows about the missing girl and the girl dying. So, guess what? I said no. And when I left the place, I made an investigation with Kelgar, who found out that there was something being locked or a felt of desperation and sadness. Um, Now, Leon ordered. Leon was happy to say that his policy regarding Tulane is kill on sight. Um,
Okay.
we have our guards here, and what I think is, if Leon wants to kill them, we can just arrest them and give it to Leon. As he like shrugs, but
I can set him on fire. No bodies afterwards. It's fine.
I would highly suggest arresting them and giving them to Leon. As William looks at the council members, what do you guys think? And I would like to know what you two think. As like William looks at Paul and Amber.
Did this bartender say what he would like to do with these changeling organs?
Eat.
Well, in that case, and Amber sort of rubs her hands together and is like, perhaps I should pay him a visit because I have a fresh changeling organ that he is more than welcome to try eating.
That doesn't sound at all creepy, Amber.
Oh.
William takes a deep breath and like, oh, God. Isha, Paul?
Well, we don't have guards. We don't have fire. We can't just bar doors and oomph.
There are cameras in this place and outside of this place, which Misha can hack, but I still think it's very bad to just enter a place and kill people. They will use a sheet, especially the right of ignorance, to their side. They might call cops on us.
Then we be quick.
I
Phone
would
lines can be set on fire too.
I was going to say the cops also have something that they could try eating of mine.
What did she say? I couldn't hear her. What did she say?
Amber just made another sexual comment about any cops that show up.
William takes a deep breath and says, "Okay, we don't want cops to be involved in this." And guys, really, outright murder? How about let's give it to Leon? As he looks at them like,
What's the is there any benefit in them being murdered at the wherever Leon is, as opposed to murdered wherever they are? Is it because we don't actually have any arrest power in the gray world? But I don't know if Leon has some advanced interrogation techniques, or if he wants to make an example of them to change things, that would make sense. But if he's just going to kill them anyway.
I think he would kill them anyway, but do you really want to just kill someone?
I love
Yes.
killing people. I would definitely want to kill anyone, and I am not trying to impede on anyone else's desire to kill people.
They're not people, so they're living nightmares.
William looks at Misha, who was very silent.
The last one I knew, the last Elaine, was pretty much after my best friend. And turned this freehold into a piece of shit. You know how much cleaning up it took.
I just can't believe all of you are saying, let's just kill them.
I'm not saying that. I don't really, feel like having extra blood on my hands, but I don't necessarily want to stop the others from doing whatever in this case. Other than we do need information. So just killing them isn't going to help. What if there's more?
I
I
could get
think-
information out of this bartender. I'm thinking is our best is my best idea at this moment.
I think what we can do is very simple. We can we have 25 cards here, and if we enter 30 people, it's going to take attention. We can enter 10 people, plus 5 of us, 15. Enter there and basically say, all hands up after Misha hacks the cameras, and make sure that there's a loop on all the cameras inside and outside. We enter, we say, hands where we can see, and if they, try to do something shady, we kick them with the blunt side of the weapon and say, stop that. Then we find whatever's there, get the information, lock him up on the Leon's, black van, send him to Leon, done, easy peasy. Good plan?
Lemon squeezy.
Exactly that. Thank you, Dreaming. Thank you.
Anytime.
No problem, bro. Except Baku shit. Fuck you. Fuck you about the Baku shit. But never mind.
Except it's
like
not
William.
that easy when it comes to them.
If they want to try and attack the guardsmen and the council members, we will defend ourselves.
No, I mean, many of them have powers that allow them to slip out if they need to. They're not without their own resources.
Slip out how?
Well, it depends on what we're running into, but keep in mind that they have powers of their own. Just, do we have a way that we're going to nullify them, kind of like the Ranters?
I don't think so.
Oh,
We don't have two people now who can do the exact same thing that we did with the Ranters. I have no idea what you would be suggesting, Alice.
Oh,
that,
okay, that
she
one.
says, pointing at Amber.
You guys gonna do that thing then?
If that's going to happen, I'm going to suggest I should probably be attempting to maybe sneak in the back so I can deal with the computers while she does it.
Don't forget to tell them where the door stuff, if you plan on telling them that.
OOC door stuff?
Oh, it's the basement attached to the building.
Yeah. I think the person is in the basement.
Right, so
Attached to the building.
no just burning down a building because we need to get to the basement first.
I am not killing those guys without any, I'm not burning that building and letting them die inside. That's not happening.
Oh, I never just indiscriminately burned down the building. I was talking about just burning them, but
Even that's extremely cruel.
Perhaps we compromise and try diplomacy first, and if they don't respond well, then, well, we tried.
That's exactly what I say. Let's just enter that place and, try diplomacy. And, you guys are to come with nice words, or guess what? 10 guards with pole axes are here.
then I'll let you guys be the good police officers, and I'll be the not good one.
And I very quickly would just like to add this, because the last time I did this whole make a circle with my sword thing, there was an unfortunate side consequence. So just make sure everyone's okay if there's like another Baku in there and I'm about to take away its powers. Like that's cool with everyone.
Yeah.
Let's
What's the
fucking
worst that
hope
can happen?
there's Mara inside, and guess what? We can just be like,
We fixed
fuck
the
you,
problem.
Mara. We fixed the problem.
That is a valid point. We could literally fix the problem if we did it that way.
Looking at you, dreaming. Looking at you.
Easy.
Okay, so are we trying diplomacy, entering there and saying, guess what, bitches?
Wait, are we
she
starting with the
connected-
magic circle?
No.
Is this how this is all going down? Are you guys just gonna be like, haha, fuck you, you're fucked?
I always see William doesn't want to do that because it's like he already thinks they're doing extremely crazy stuff to these guys who they don't know.
I mean, I've heard worse ideas, but go for it.
Thank you.
It's
So
either I
after
do
you-
that or I seduce the bartender. I could
How
probably
about-
do both, but not like at the same time.
I say again, let me hack the cameras and just go in.
So no drawing of the circle.
I don't think we need. We have 10 guys. We can immediately have another 15 come. If they do anything, we'll just find them. There are ways to track people down.
I am going to suggest that maybe somebody should also like. I mean, is there a back door into this place?
I don't think so, but we can check it when we arrive.
Yeah, because if there is, then we should have somebody back there as well, like somebody who can keep an eye. So if anyone tries to bolt out the back,
And we can actually have 5 guards checking the back door.
that works. That works.
If like Alice didn't say, they don't have abilities of their own to get out of dodge, perhaps we shouldn't at least test other options to remove that ability. Otherwise, we might just walk into an empty room.
Or maybe they'll be ready to pounce on us at a moment's notice because they have access to some really interesting arts. I mean, I'm not discounting the idea that they could set me on fire. Oh, that'd be ironic.
I would laugh a little bit, although not at you, just with you.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. I'd be laughing too. And then I would go very, very much into rage mode. But
Go on, sorry.
I am concerned that they might have, I don't know, mustache twirling, goatee wearing William Black, and, someone there with. She stops and considers. I don't know what the opposite of nightmare killing powers are, Hall, but I've heard that you're really great. So, like, whatever Bizarro World Hall can do, and so on and so forth. Like, Evil Amber, for instance, serving drinks that explode or something.
Speaking of things, I have an idea.
Mhm.
I may happen to be the holder of, well, I'm going to call it the Elder Wand.
It's the maiden one.
It is, but I like the Elder Wand because it sounds Harry Potter. Yes, I have the wand. You remember what we can do with the wand, right?
Yes.
Yes. I can freeze time for 10 minutes. It's definitely been a month. So me getting inside like could literally be super easy. We could just go in there with the guards, round them up, and be done.
You only get to freeze the time for whoever you point the wand at. Remember this.
Oh, that well. I mean, if I do it, then the others could come in after, right?
What do you mean?
Well, if I freeze if I go in there and freeze just this area, then I could the others could stay out until I say, hey, it's okay, come in.
I suppose. Yeah.
There you go. I could freeze it, and we just drag everybody in. Ask questions later.
Pardon, you want to freeze them all and do what then?
I just go walk in there, I freeze everybody in this area, and then I send you a text to come or call you and just get in here.
I think I will be freezed if you do that.
No, you shouldn't be. Because you won't be in the area until after I've done the magic.
Oh, see, does it work that way?
She just said so.
Okay, we can do that. We can all just enter and round them out for 10 minutes and easy peasy.
Exactly. You just grab them all, and while you guys are doing that, I'll go back and sort out the cameras, and then we can all try to grab the person down below as well. But
what do you guys say?
The important thing is to take them out. Take out the bad guys within the 10 minutes.
Yeah, we can lock them. Basically stop the time like with you, and then put handcuffs on them.
It's painless.
Yeah, I like this idea.
Definitely not worth a try.
The OOC Lily plan is Misha will go in, stop time, 10 minutes. We will go in. They're freeze for 10 minutes. We will lock them. Put handcuffs on them, and then handle the cameras, get the locked person, and bring him to Leon.
How? There's only one person that can go in and handcuff all these people. Is that going to be enough time?
No, the thing is, you guys won't be in the area that's affected until after I've done the magic.
I understand. So where are we getting this giant stash of handcuffs? I know nobody that has this many handcuffs.
I'm sorry, Amber.
You
We
know-
might have to make
Guards.
sacrifices for the cause.
The guards has handcuffs.
Well, we could
And
do it
if we
that
have the
way.
van, I was going to say, and if we have the van, you can, just load them in there.
Yeah. You can incapacitate them as well.
All right then.
And
Probably-
you should just gonna look at them and just be like, 1 second, and she's gonna walk upstairs to where she keeps the wand hidden, and come back down with it because she doesn't carry it around with her normally. It's really not something you use without thinking. And she will tuck that into her waistband. Pull her shirt over it.
Shall we head out?
After you.
Fox is first. Why is everybody so quiet?
We're
I
in
don't
deep
fucking know.
contemplation.
William was like, I don't fuck.
All right. William, roll me Dex Athletics to not trip over all the chimera as you head out.
William is like, Oh, have fun with Kelgar, guys. Butter. We'll be back soon. Don't worry. He like kisses the lady. You're a beautiful girl. And the other one, he's like, it's gonna be okay. Kelgar is gonna be with you. Look, mommy's here. Pardon, daddy's here.
Bye, son. I'll be back next week to drop off the child support check.
Daddy never went to my ball games. All right. All right. So as you head off into the direction of the fabulous Rose, yeah. I'll say you get there without any problems. I'm not going to make you do drive rolls or wait for Manhattan traffic, so or Brooklyn traffic. And yeah, you find yourself outside this seedy bar.
First thing, Misha's just going to look at them and be like, we need to see how many exits we have. That is actually important before we do anything else.
Along with how many cameras outside.
All right. Perception alertness. Anybody who's looking.
I could also go in and distract the bartender.
No, because we need you to not be frozen.
That's a good point. Never mind.
All right.
2 successes.
I got 2 also.
All right.
Just gonna not.
Anyone
Doesn't have
else?
to do with hearing. I'm not gonna be any good.
I hear cameras.
There are cameras about. 3.
Ooh, 3 successes. All right. Alice?
Alice is on the tired side. She's going to let the others do the reconnaissance.
Okay. Yeah, you notice that there are, most visibly, that there are at least a camera on the front door. Those of you with 2 successes. There's a camera on the front door, and there are 2 exits, main entrance and a fire exit. Hall, you notice hidden is another camera across the street.
Yeah. He's going to point it out to everyone.
Yeah, she'll look up and be like, good eye.
Maybe through the Wi-Fi you can hack it through here, Misha. What do you say?
I mean, I need to get in to see things a little better before I can tell you. But we'll figure it out either way.
Or you can do the electricity thing.
I could, in fact, do that. Would my scene 1 manage to get to all of those outside cameras, by the way?
Scene 1? No. Well,
would it be scene 2 then?
I think it would be scene 2 because, yeah, it's if it was just the one area of effect, but you have one across the street pointed at the bar.
But we'll see if you don't have it, Christy. You can spend the glamour.
Yeah,
I know. I know, but I was just wondering if it was going to cost me extra or not. Basically, to that's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah,
and she's just gonna be like, let's handle this part after.
I think there may be someone who was watching their camera, so I think we may want to do this.
I was just gonna say, so you want me to deal with the cameras multiple times? Because there's probably more on the inside.
Hall, you noticed the camera first. I'm going to let you go ahead and the one across the street. Go ahead and roll another perception alertness. And Amber, you give me 1-2 for hearing. Why not?
Okay, awesome.
That's 1.
It's only a +1 difficulty. What's my alertness? Okay, cool. 2 successes.
Okay. You hear the sound of zooming.
Oh, nice.
Paul, you notice that the camera is actually moving along, like, the whole group of you. Like, it's looking at you.
We are inside of the thing, I think, right?
Huh?
We're not inside anything. We're just kind of, like, probably off to the side a little bit.
Yeah, outside the bar.
Mm-hmm.
The
Amber's
camera is
ears
zooming towards
twitch.
us.
Well, whatever we're doing with the cameras, we probably shouldn't do it quickly. Otherwise, we might not just have to smash it and go like that.
She just kind of looks at him like, what? Why?
Yeah, he's going to motion his head back to the camera and just smile. They're watching.
Seriously? Fine. I'm trying to think of what would be a good bunk to use. She would actually kind of like move so that some of the others are in the way, so this doesn't end up on the camera.
William actually is like, you can always middle finger the camera.
Yeah, I'd let that be like a level 1 bunk.
William actually starts middle fingering the camera to help her.
Yeah, wait, what if we all?
If everyone flips it off, I'll raise it to 2.
Excellent.
Oh, what the hell? You know what? I think it's been decided for me.
Yep.
So that's what we're doing, I guess. And yeah, we'll throw some Skycraft 2 in there. I need to actually find the write-up. Give me 2 seconds. I have it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping it's prop. It should be prop.
It is.
And gosh, what is with this? Arts. I'm just not used to looking at this stuff. I haven't done this since so long. This is like the whole reason I bought this. Like I have prop 5 for this exact thing. All right, so yeah, it would be prop, and so that's 8 dice at, what's my diff? Like 5?
Yes.
And then plus, since I'm using scene, I have to buy that up, so that's an extra glamour.
Mm-hmm.
Plus also +1 diff, right? So 6. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's chimerical. Do I have to, so that doesn't require?
Yeah, chimerical. No. It's weird that requires a glamour spend. You're spending the glamour to bump up
my scene.
Your scene.
Yes. Okay then. So right, so it is a diff 6 then, and that gives me 3.
Okay.
Which will last. See, the gremlins persist for the caster's glamour in days, so there are issues for a goddamn week.
Nice.
Nice.
Out, bitches.
Yeah, the camera starts like spinning wildly around the street. Like its area of focus is all around at this point.
And the other cameras that we saw, I mean, they weren't moving, but it's safe to assume that they're out as well.
Yeah, they're looking like at the wall behind them.
It's safe to say that we may have been announced ahead of time, though. But I think we're good for now.
You may want to just go in and do that thing.
Yeah. And she's actually going to get her phone out and prepare to, put in, go to William's number, because she's actually going to call, like, not just text. That might take might take precious seconds. So she's going to have the button pressed, and she's going to, like, basically walk into the front of this place without even looking, because she's just hurrying, and do whatever she has to do, but wave the wand around or whatever she has to do to use the wand.
Okay. As you wave the wand around or whatever you have to do to use the wand, the time stops for everyone except for you, because what you had to do was point it at yourself.
Right. So she just goes bloop, and then she'll like call real quick and be like, "Okay, you're good. Come in."
We do that.
Well, William does, because his phone rings.
William immediately looks at people. Let's go.
All right, the guards hustle behind you. Inside, you notice that there are more people than there were before. You recognize William, the ogre from last time, the beastie from last time, the bartender, and all of his gaunt creepiness is behind the bar, mid glass cleaning. There are also a couple of other interesting looking individuals. One or two humans that are too drunk to know what the fuck is going on. I mean, they're also time is stopped for them, but they have no idea who the other clientele are. But there are two other individuals. A rather terrifying looking another beastie. She's a terrifying looking woman with like glowing orange eyes and snarling fangs, nuzzled up against the one from last time, and what looks to be a very soggy horse person.
Oh, the Kelpie! Sorry.
William immediately like tells like everyone, hey, let's put the handcuffs on him and maybe incap them. As he like calls immediately one of the guards, please bring the one man in.
Bring you which one?
Bring the van
Oh,
in front of the place so we can just like troll them.
okay.
Misha's gonna be like, I suggest that we either leave the humans here or we put them out in the alley or something.
I can drag them to the bathroom. They
Yeah,
can think that they passed out in there.
exactly. Just pass them out and drop them to the bathroom.
And do you need me out here, or do you mind if I go try to find the computer?
You go. They have like 10 guys. As you hear probably the guards. Do we hear the guards, Carol?
Yeah, one of the guards pulls the minivan up.
Okay. William starts like my apologies, please continue.
I was gonna say, as you manage to get like the handcuffs and get them all like to the door, the 10 minutes finally, like it takes about 10 minutes to get everybody, and takes a couple of different handcuffs linked together to get around the ogre's very, very gargantuan wrists. And it takes about 4 guardsmen to shuffle him towards the door. Like, yeah, you've got 2 people on his shoulders and 2 people at his ankles, and even then they're very like, oh, fucking God.
William keeps the bartender there because he seems to be like a leader type of guy. But the rest is like inside. And
can we handcuff the guard? No, sorry, not the guard. The bartender to a chair, please.
Well, okay.
Excellent.
No.
Ready for interrogation.
Misha wants to hack the cameras, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
I need to make sure that everything, because all I got was the outside cameras. I got to make sure that we're good on the inside.
Okay, perception alertness. Well, you can tell her where one of them is.
I got 4.
Okay. Right away, you notice the one that's over the bar, pointed at the bartender, where the bartender usually is. There's also one in like all the like corners that would be like blind from the entrance. There's cameras pointed at those as well, and there are 2 pointed at the stage.
Right, so she's going to go try to find the like main, try to find the computer that controls them.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's probably in the office or something.
No.
Okay.
No. He wouldn't keep it so like somewhere so easy to figure out. So yeah, you'll be on the hunt for those. And are you guys waiting for her to come back, or are you going to start your interrogation? What's up?
Alice is just humming the bars from one of her more famous songs to herself, off to the side.
I mean, if the cameras are going to start up again, Amber will put a hood up and try to angle this guy's chair where like doesn't matter if they see his face, but like so that they don't have to see like the faces of the people that are going to be interrogating him.
Yeah.
William will look at Misha and say, if Misha comes back and says like I can't find it, William will say, let's put the hoods up, and if you want, you can do the skycraft again.
On honestly, do we know where do we all know where the cameras are?
We should point them out.
Yeah, wait, we could just cover them. Hold on.
Oh, no, hold on. There's an even more low-tech solution.
I was gonna say Misha was just gonna be like, it might be in the basement where the other person is.
Yeah, but we need to come to the solutions. I think we got like 1 more minute left.
Right. Well, what I was going to say is, just get everybody out of here, and then we can go somewhere else to interrogate them.
I mean, we can also
I don't
just
know.
What's Hall trying to say, guys?
Yeah, Hall. What are you gonna do?
No. Actually, Hall's not going to say anything at this point. He's actually just going to walk over to one of the chairs, kind of pick it up, walk over to one of the cameras, and boom.
The camera is no longer working.
And then he's just going to kind of point at the camera and point at the chair and walk over to the next one.
Well, I guess that happened.
His Hall takes out the camera.
Excellent.
But there's still the footage in there from while we were here a minute ago. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So she
Destroy that footage now that we, don't worry about them starting back up.
So, all right. As the last of the cameras is broken, the effect of the wand wears off. And the bartender seems more than a little surprised that he's handcuffed to a chair.
Now, a little birdie told me that someone in here was interested in eating changeling organs. And she's sort of perched like on a table like in front of him, sort of in a position to be able to like put her foot on his chest if she would like to.
Wait, you want to put your foot on his chest?
Just like that close enough.
Oh,
like that distance from him.
He gives you this slow smile as like razor sharp teeth are exposed and his beady eyes shine. Why are you volunteering?
Oh, I think you're definitely in the perfect position for such a thing. And then she'll turn to everyone else and be like, any suggestions of what I should ask?
What he is keeping downstairs, firstly. Secondly, what information he knows? Ask him all the information he knows regarding the missing girl, dead girl, who died recently that William asked him about. Which William pulls a photo and shows the girl.
Hold on, let me pull that up for you.
Yeah.
Her name is Annabelle Lee, and she's dead, everybody.
Oh, but she's so hot.
William will show her this and what's downstairs.
All right. Amber will move forward to sort of take this guy, sort of like stroke his hair, because he can be creepy. She can also be creepy.
The feel of pomade streaks across the palm of your hand.
So gross.
Know how to work creepy old men. And she'll just sort of she's standing so that there's still that opportunity for innuendo, but she's sort of close enough so that she can straddle him, and she'll while sort of holding him by the hair, so he's not gonna lean forward and bite her, because screw that. She's gonna lean forward and try to use her little puka thing. What's his willpower?
Okay. His willpower, is it the difficulty?
Yes.
6.
6. Okay. And we're gonna be using perception empathy. 6.
And don't forget the what's it? It's difficult. You're sleepy.
Yes, it is difficult because I am sleepy. All right, 8 and boop. I get 4 questions.
Holy shit. Why did it never roll like that for me?
I don't know if this
World-
counts as insight. Probably not.
World hates you, Carol.
Just the worst. All right. So, 4 questions from this guy as you stroke his greasy hair.
Whoa.
What are you keeping downstairs?
A friend for dinner.
What? Tell us. No, that's not a question. It was out of character. It was, what do you know about the dead girl, right?
No. What is the information regarding the dead girl William asked you about that you kept from him? Like you ask all the information that you may know. Like, I'm trying to understand. Like I'm trying to come up with the best question. Which
Sure.
is, like, hurting my head because my English is not my first language.
Just everything you know. Well, I was born in 1975.
All the information about this, about the dead girl that William asked you about recently.
I already told him. A lot of people come in and out. I don't know anything specifically about her.
All right. Well, he's at least he has to, unless he's spending willpower. He could be spending willpower, and I wouldn't know. Should I ask where the cameras are, or where the computer for the cameras would be?
Yeah. That one is good.
Right. Where's the control panel for the cameras?
I like to keep them on ice.
Misha's gonna go for the ice machine.
William did not mention, but he did have the info, so I'm going to go ahead and assume it could have been briefed to you. The basement is a it's a refrigerated cellar.
Yeah.
Unless you say that out loud, Misha's not going to know and continue for the ice machine.
Okay.
William will tell you.
Should I ask if there's any dangers that we should, or like traps of any sort that we should be worried about downstairs, or have you already scouted that out, William?
No, I didn't.
And since this guy's talking like a puka, what do we need to be careful of if we were to explore your basement?
Taking somebody by surprise who doesn't expect company.
And she'll release him and be like, "Thank you. You've been very cooperative. I think perhaps don't know specifically, but you and I may speak similar languages."
And he just gives another smile.
About the girl, what do you know about the girl?
Nothing since the last time you interrogated me, William.
You said that you may remember things.
I owe you nothing. Especially since you and your friends have given me such lovely accommodations, he says as he rattles the handcuffs behind the chair.
What can I say? It's just we don't like people that, eating changelings. Or asking for those kind of stuff.
Speak for yourself.
Thank you. Information, please.
Sorry, I'm reading the side chat and trying to. What are you doing? William first, and then to Alice. Amachan, you're playing William. What'd you ask me?
Okay. William will just be like, information. We're not in a position to bargain.
Well, you kill me, you'll get nothing.
Yes, that's why you will tell me and hope for the best.
I'm pretty sure the best is if I give you nothing. And
Yeah.
okay, Alice, you are is all of that like that's your song, right? Your latest song you were saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So those are the lyrics to Alice's latest song in the side there. Could you want to use that as a resonance for flicker flies? What?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
I was hoping to make a motion of determination if possible.
For who?
Well, it's Flickerfly, so it's just being AoE. Anyone who can get that -1 difficulty for any rolls where a determined spirit would matter.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll allow that. And she's been singing this entire time.
Mhm.
Okay, and it was a fairly threatening situation that you guys walked into, so we'll put it at a reduction of 3.
All right, +2 for the nightmare, so that drops me down to diff 7, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Rolling. I am not applying scene to it, so it's going to be just a few feet around her who benefits. But
Okay. But you guys are all in a nice, neat group, so
1, 2, 3, 3 successes.
all right. You all feel more determined as the flickers of light emanate from Alice and land upon you.
And Alice will move over to stand by William and everyone else who is near the creepy old man, despite wearing a schoolgirl outfit, and will wait.
William looks at this guy and says,
Double amber. Okay.
It can be very bad. We are looking for a dead person and people who are killing that person. So please tell us.
Roll. Let's see. What do you need for 4? God, I can't talk. Let's see. Manipulation. Intimidation. Yep.
I have 4 dice in that. I got 1 success.
Okay. Let's see if it's
But like, would that reduce my difficulty? Because guess what?
yeah. So 2 successes because it's determination.
No. Just not that. Only also like the situation. He's in a fucked up situation. William has had like 5 guys with him, a bunch of guards. He disappeared. His friends disappeared. So like, would that situation reduce the difficulty that I have?
Well, I mean, either or. He didn't match you in his willpower roll, so yeah, you successfully intimidate him as you're looming over him, all infused and being malicious and stuff. So yeah, it is a successful intimidation. And he just sort of when people kind of crunch their neck into their shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
He does that as he glares up at you from the chair. What do you think the odds are that even if I cooperate, any of us, my kind, end up intact? And as he says this, he actually starts making eye contact with Alice.
It will raise your chances.
What do you think, little Miss Noble?
She thinks it doesn't matter. It will raise your chances. So please tell us what you were going to tell us. But I ask the question, the true answer of what I ask, please. OOC, I don't want to be a dick man for you. Don't misunderstand me. William doesn't ignore Alice or something like that. He knows Alice. Like, he knows that this guy knows Alice, and he will explain it later. I apologize if it sounded like a dick move.
Okay. Sorry, one more time the question.
Basically, he asks what he was going to tell him about the girl who went missing.
He thinks for a minute. I don't have much to tell you. We had an interesting band in here the other week.
What was the name of the band?
Honestly, I don't remember. They were just little trio. Your side of the street, not mine.
William slowly looks at Alice, then
Alice
slowly
currently
looks at
has
Misha.
a flask in one hand and her is flicking open and closing her Zippo. Looks over at William. Yes.
The trio, the changelings.
Well, first of all, I'd like to hear a better description of this band before we make
The
any
sh-
assumptions.
The she, Satyr, and that the seat was a Puka. Puka, the mouse girl.
She's looking at the Tulane. Can you
Tree, you got
confirm or deny anything that was just said?
Honestly, you all look the same to me.
3 seconds. Answer the question, or I will punch you. 3, 2.
No, William. She says, taking her flask and just dumping the contents on his shoulder. I'm sure he doesn't actually know anything, and his memory is just not going to come back to him.
He just kind of, I don't know what the fuck a puka is.
One of them looked like a mouse, right?
Yeah, they all had funny ears.
Funny
Well,
like these, she says, pointing at her own.
No. One was roundish, the other was pointy, like long fucking pointy, like your husband's.
Well,
And
the other one has horns.
yeah.
And goat legs.
Don't you fucking lie to me.
Why would? What the fuck is wrong? Why would? She's about to set me on fire.
Shut the fuck up. Answer the questions.
I just did.
So bad at this, William.
When William is on track of something, he gets like, and also obviously I played determination thing, so I apologize.
That was hilarious.
Shut the fuck up and answer the questions. I will punch the shit out of you before she burns you.
Am I supposed to shut the fuck up or answer questions?
That's a
Both.
fair question. he makes a fair point.
Yes! Do both.
Do fucking both.
It is very hard to do sign language while
Shut the
handcuffed to
fuck
a
up.
chair, you asshole.
He has a point.
He punches this guy. He actually slaps this guy slowly, and then he said, like, like very like not like a torture slap, but like like dude, answer the goddamn question.
He already did. He's like, there was horns, there were ears. What the? Yes, ears, lots of ears. Everyone had ears.
That's the group, Misha. They're the ones who are killing these people, probably.
Thank you for your time and cooperation. Now, if you will please answer any other questions that these people have, I will not set you on fire. Alice says, walking away from him now.
I think my kind are fucked.
Alice turns around, winks at him, back at you, and keeps going.
He has a point.
I'm determined, okay? That's what William says.
Yeah, no.
For some reason, I am determined today.
Yeah, Hall is simply just going to take off his gloves and raiment and just start dipping his hands into the bucket of ice water and look over at the bartender and just, so, why don't you tell us how many of little places like this there are in the city?
Why would I tell you that?
Because you don't have a choice. And, well, see, fire hurts, but fire kills you. Me, I can do something far worse.
Wash your hands in ice?
Oh. No. Tell me, you aren't a nightmare, right?
And he just kind of like looks around.
Yes or no?
I'm trying to think of how to answer a puka legitimately.
Yeah, Misha's just gonna look at him and just be like, "Are you a nightmare? Yes, no."
Yeah. I'm a bartender.
Motherfucker, I will kill you.
I honestly don't know how to answer that. Like, would he be like, "No, I'm a Elaine, motherfucker"?
No. If he's confused, Hall will clarify. Elaine?
He just gives a slow nod of the head.
Good. Then tell me, Mr. Thelaine, what are you afraid of?
The big guy hitting me, the small one setting me on fire.
Alice waves at that.
The red one was stroking me, which is a little unsettling.
I'm not scary at all, right?
Hell yeah.
You look a little moist.
This guy.
Well, I mean, I can flick water at you, and I have other things I can do as well. Because if I did get you wet as well, it would probably make some of my moves even better.
Guys.
Everybody's being all subtle here.
You guys ask the questions, and I will go downstairs. Okay.
I kind of got to go there too. So
yeah, let's go together if you want to.
Okay, so Hall, what are you going to do to this guy?
Oh, he's going to stop dipping his hands and just sink them slowly into the ice tub and basically let them get to the point where they, where you sink your hands into something really cold and they turn like pale white and really numb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's going to pull them out and walk over to the bartender and then just place them on the bottom of his chin and look him dead in the eyes and just say, "Now imagine all of that happening at once."
And he just kind of cringes back.
Are you going to be a good little Thelaine and tell me what I need to know, or do I have to be angry?
You can go ahead and roll your manipulation, intimidation.
Puka squad!
Oh shit, I actually don't have intimidation.
God damn it, Paul.
Subterfuge then, because you're a puka. Why not?
Yes. That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jeez, good. Okay, so yeah, well, actually, let me see. I'm going to put this at a higher difficulty since he's lost already once. And so, yeah, he doesn't have a specialty. It's willpower, but yeah, he seems suitably freaked out, and just what is it you're trying to figure out exactly?
How many little hangouts of these are there? And maybe where they are. I don't know. We do have a long night in front of us.
Look, we're not like you. We don't sit there and negotiate territories like you do with your baronies and stuff. I can't tell you it.
But you have places you stay, you have places you go, you have places you congregate, and you have places that I find you.
We have a couple of places we get together. Little bars that the nicer kids. He kind of like spits the word nicer out at this moment because you guys are awful.
Unseelie squad.
Unseelie squad. Tormenting Thelaine. Weird.
Maybe we should kill him. It might have been nicer.
Oh, trust me. It probably would.
But he like places that we hide from you guys. You get a little kill first, ask questions later, you know?
Hmm.
I think there's 1 or 2 bars in Manhattan owned by some of my brethren. A few other places here or there. A hotel that maybe your mom's told you never to go to, that sort of thing.
You know, you don't want to bring up my mom.
I thought you went with William.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know if we'd actually left or not.
Yeah, William left.
So, but so yeah, it's just he doesn't give actual addresses, just a sort of like we tend to be in the crappy places because you guys take all the nice ones.
So Alice is now walking back over to him, all smiles and hands behind her back, looking cheerful. And will continue to approach him until she's right up to his face, looking him dead in the eye. I'll tell you what. You tell me where they are in Manhattan, and what if I consider you a loose end? Reenacting a movie, Blade 2, that was the quote Blade made to Rush before sending him scurrying away and getting him to spill some information. So, may I use that as a bunk for Enkindle?
Sure.
Yeah, Enkindle.
What's the effect of Enkindle again?
Turns whatever emotions he's feeling to a manic height, a roaring manic height. So anger would become rage, sadness turns into crippling sorrow, and I would assume fear might turn into telling us everything we would like to know at this point.
Shitting in pants and telling us everything we know.
Yes, so may I do this?
Sure.
What difficulty will you say based on that bunk?
The quote, I'll give it a 1 because it's a quote.
Excellent, because that will bring me down back to 8 instead of 9. And considering this is kind of her thing, would you say the determination bonus would apply?
Yeah.
Okay, then I am at a diff of 7. 1, 2, 2.
A 2.
So
Okay.
2 minutes of him shitting himself scared.
I mean, the smell is terrible. And he gives a couple of like pukey heaves as well from the fear. As I mean, he's already very pale, but almost like translucent to the point where you can see veins at this point. And as he just stares at you with terrified eyes, at the both of you or the 3 of you who've stayed behind. Look, Manhattan has, I think, 2 bars. I know one of them, the King's Head, is the one who recommended the band to me.
King's Head.
The King's Head, yeah.
And the other?
Look, I have my own. I don't typically tend to go frequenting other bars, but Jesus, he's just sitting there like as he tries to think of the name of this place. I think it was Rusty's.
She nods her head, looks over at Hall. To me, he's a loose end, she says, walking away.
And Hall's going to lean back into him. Just, now, is there anything else you know that you would deem to grace us with? Or must we continue this?
You're asking me to sell out all of my people. Would you sell out all of your people? Just kill me.
And Hall's going to walk back over to the ice bucket to dip his hands back in until they become cold again. He's going to shake them off and come back, and this time cup his ears and just simply say, "Wrong answer," and cast Terror of the Long Night.
All right. You're going to have to tell me how that works. We will put that at 3 because this is the second reference you made for it, and it's been ongoing. So.
All right. So it is, and I'm telling you how it works.
Yeah, because I don't do winter. Wait, I'll just open up.
Basically, I cast it, and he is overcome with intense and overwhelming fear. He has to spend a willpower to take any action other than to try and run, hide, or cower. Babu, he can try to contest it with a willpower roll of difficulty 8 against the number of my successes scored.
Okay. So go ahead and cast that cantrip.
Woo. Would the cold hands work as a bunk, or?
Yeah. I said it was a bunk at 3 because it was ongoing, because it's like the second time you did the cold ears and or cold hands thing.
So that is winter 4. 4. Nice.
Yeah.
Difficulty. So it's difficulty 8 minus 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That is 2.
All right. No, 3.
Oh, yep, 3.
Okay. Let's see if he can resist. E10, not D2, Carol.
No, please roll D2.
Right. So no, he does not succeed at all. So how long does this last?
The entire scene.
Okay, so he's like thrashing, trying to like scoot the chair away from you at this point. He's just overwhelmed with fear as whatever he sees you as currently is much, much more menacing than even, you look on your worst days. So.
And to think, I thought my plan was just to ask him to eat me out, and you guys just this works a lot better.
Jesus.
What did he say? Sorry, I didn't hear.
I'll type it in the side chat.
All right, we'll do a quick pan of the camera over to William and Misha, who are outside the cellar doors, which have 3 locks on them.
William looks at the locks. Misha? Tree locks? Your favorite pastime activity? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Christy, are you alive?
We can't hear you, Christy.
Oh, she said BRB.
Oh.
About 2 minutes ago.
Okay, well, panning back.
Yeah, I thought my plan was a lot nicer, which is really strange because usually my plan is not the nice plan.
Wait, you expected this to be any nice plan at all with Alice present when it comes to a nightmare made flesh? No.
So yeah, he's currently kicking the chair like frantically across like the room. It falls over. He tries to like twist and turn out of it. Guys, what are you doing as you watch this man panic?
Can we actually ask him questions like this, or is he just gonna be?
Oh,
struck with
Absolutely.
fear.
Oh, he's probably not just going to sit there and babble. I'm just tempted not just to let him stew for a little bit. And you two, when you think enough is enough, I probably won't end it.
Well, we could just what we could do is we could just let him, this happen, and then put him in the van, and then ask him questions later when he's had some time to reminisce about his bad decisions.
Sounds like a plan to me. I mean, I'll let most of you guys do the negotiations and diplomacy afterwards.
This really wasn't as diplomatic as I was expecting it to be, but to be fair, we didn't kill them.
You do realize I have a reputation with them.
And now your reputation is only going to expand. Think about it. Not only do you kill them, you let them, and he's going to look down at the bartender, writhe on the floor, screaming about, oh, I can't even make it out.
Yeah, I appreciate that William brought me out here, but there was only two ways this could end.
Well, if you don't want to open up one of those doors, by all means, be my guest.
No, I'm fine. I got the information I needed, and all I had to do was offer him a chance to be a loose end for a while.
Loose ends. So fun.
I'm surprised there's so many of them, though. I clearly haven't been working hard enough.
Time to put that overtime. Earn the paper. As the kids say nowadays.
As the kids say. I think Christy's back if we want to pan down to those three locks.
Yes. Yes, panning over. There are 3 locks on the door.
Oh, like leading to the basement?
Yeah.
Okay.
William will look at Kamisha and says, "You want to do your perfect pastime activity?"
But I thought you disapproved of this kind of thing, William.
I disapprove when you do it for selfish reasons. Like
No,
stealing
actually,
from the-
I'm doing it for the good of Brooklyn as we speak. I have an oath.
Exactly. Right now, I disapprove when you do it for selfish reasons. So please continue.
Richard's going to actually look over these locks to see, like, if there's any little surprises. Like, the guy didn't warn us about them. He warned us about something else that might be down there. But she's looking it over anyway. Be safe.
They're just 3 very expensive but otherwise regular locks.
Okay. All right, yeah. I guess I'm larcenying it up.
Yeah, diff 7.
1, 2, 3, 4 on the first one.
The first one pops open.
I got 2 on the second one.
It takes a while and it breaks one of your picks, but it pops open as well.
Okay, yeah, she can replace that. That isn't the end of the world. And we'll go for the last.
Right.
Yeah, I got 3.
And the last one pops open as well. Do you open the doors right away, or?
She's gonna like put her ear to the door to see if she can hear anything real quick, like just kind of holding the doorknob.
It's silent as far as you can hear.
William pulls a sword, takes his shield, and says, "Want to go behind me?"
She pulls out her gun and nods.
William pulls his shield in front of him and slowly enters.
Okay. The lights are off, so roll me a perception alertness difficulty 9.
I got 1.
All right.
Also 1.
All right. Right, you manage to like turn just as like a tray is about to be brought down on you. So the way you turn, um, like it's not going to like catch you by surprise. But somebody is bringing like an aluminum tray towards you,
Tray?
like a tray, like bringing it down to swing, and you hear, "I got you now, you son of a bitch!"
Hey, stop it! We're trying to get you out of here.
Like there's an immediate pause as like of the tray midair, and he drops it, and you see this individual. He's, from what you can tell, a husky puka.
Yeah,
Hello?
Misha's gonna look around, see if there's a light switch.
Yeah, there's one off to the other side of you.
Flip the light on.
Yes, he is definitely a puka.
Hi.
Hello.
I am William Black. This is Misha.
You're blue.
Pardon?
You're blue.
Yes. You're
She's damp and you're blue.
Oh no. How long have you been like this?
My entire life. What are you talking about?
That's what I figured. You're new to this game.
yeah.
What can we
yes,
call
you.
you?
You can call me Betty and slap my ass till morning if you get me out of here.
Happy to meet you, Betty. Come on.
Come on, Betty. Let's go.
We'll explain what's happening, but yes, I am in fact dripping water, and he is in fact blue and has really big horns.
As you like start leading him out, he like winces in pain.
What's wrong?
I feel great. Real good.
He probably hasn't seen the light in a bit.
Just can you
Roll
heal him?
perception alertness or perception medicine.
Oh geez, let me see if I even have that.
He is probably. William will just say, "Look at Misha. Misha, he's probably missing a couple organs. Please heal him."
Hold on here. Let me actually see if I have medicine before you make me do things. I do not have medicine, so I can't roll that anyway.
Okay, so you can just do perception alertness to see what's going on.
William has medicine and he has 1 success.
Okay.
I got nothing.
He's like rubbing the back of his he's rubbing his back. And yeah, you do see like scars where somebody has very precisely cut into him to remove things.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Shit. They're missing organs.
Creepy as hell. Sure. And because we're in a situation where she didn't really have time to plan ahead terribly well.
Mhm.
But if she has her bag with her, I'm pretty sure I have a small first aid kit in there that probably has some gauze.
Okay.
So what she's going to do is she is going to pull this gauze out and her knife, which she always has on her. And she's going to actually like cut into her hand and drip some blood onto this gauze and then tie it over one of the scars, like try to basically tape it on or tie it over one of the scars.
As you do that, he's like, that looks really sanitary.
Don't worry about it. It's going to help you. And then I will, that's her bunk.
Okay.
So
2. Well, 3 because of the injury.
Okay. And so that's 3 plus 7 dice. And what's my def again? So -3, so it puts me at 4?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I got 3 successes. I think it lasts for like a scene or something.
All right.
I can look up the details, but it should last. I mean, 3 successes is pretty good.
Yeah. Well, it'll start to heal him up. And he follows you out of the dimly or not at all lit cellar, just kind of still favoring the wounds as they heal up.
Yeah, she's kind of keeping an eye to make sure it's actually doing something. But
William will check the computer.
Oh, you're going back in there? Okay. Yeah, in the back there's a laptop that, like, there's a bunch of like staticky screens and then like one area that's like spinning wildly around the street.
Mm-hmm.
So you can tell that this is the laptop that would have the data on it.
William actually like goes past data
Mm-hmm.
and checks the videos of the past when that girl entered. He knows there are cameras that's looking towards the what was the name of that tree? He knows there are cameras that looks towards the stage
Mm-hmm.
and towards the where the people usually stay. So he tries to find the girl and tries to see who were the singers that night.
Okay. So to find it, it'd be an intelligence investigation or wits investigation, whichever one works best for you.
Will expendable power.
Okay.
I got
All right.
4 successes.
Yeah, you find it, and your suspicions are confirmed. It definitely is that band that opened for Alice, and the front woman, is the one who like, they walk off stage, and you see them whisper in her ear. She looks very excited about it. After the show ends, she like walks off backstage, and that's the last you see of her. Besides her leaving the bar with the band.
William will take this. He will put this to a flash drive.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know William carried a flash drive.
He does carry flash drive. He is like that.
Okay. And so you have that on the flash drive.
Yeah.
And he gives it to Misha.
She looks at it. You doing my job?
No, I didn't do anything to the camera footage. That's your job. I just found out the investigation that I do.
Oh, okay. Well, was there anything else? Oh, see, was there anything else down here besides that room and like the computers?
No, it's like it's very cold down here, by the way, and very sterile. The laptop's in a corner. Everything else is set up for like surgery.
Oh, yeah, creepy as hell.
Yeah, William looks for surgery stuff.
Oh, but there is like meat hooks hanging, but there's not currently anything on them.
Oh my god. Yeah, Misha's gonna hurry the hell up down here. She's gonna be like, yeah, you take him up. No, why don't you take him up and I'm gonna handle this. Well, actually, the footage is on the computer itself, right? Can I make sure that it's on, that you're just gonna take the whole laptop?
Okay.
You go, and I will remain here.
She's just gonna unplug it, slam it together, like, and walk out the door.
Okay. And the puka, who's definitely not named Betty, follows you out. Where are you going, by the way?
With the others.
Okay. You see others. You see Misha return with a husky puka. William, what are you doing? We gotta speed up. By the way, I have to make dinner for my family, so talk fast.
William will just like look around to see more evidence of what this guy is doing here.
Now that Percival's gone, there's not a whole lot of like body here, mm-hmm. But there's like a small trash can where there's like blood-soaked stuff. But yeah, there's not. He keeps his place tidy. Can't have rotting meat in your surgical area.
One thing he does is he makes sure if there's money or anything like that, he will just take them, and
nothing.
He will go and he will take the money upstairs from the cash drawer and look around.
Oh, nothing down in the basement money-wise. There would be money in the cash out office upstairs where things look legitimate. This is all for him to be paranoid and awful. So yeah, if you want to rob him, you have to do it in front of the others.
Yeah, he will do it in front of the others. He doesn't
Okay.
give a shit. He will just take the money.
Okay. He is currently screaming and throwing himself along the floor in a mad panic. As Misha has already returned with not Betty.
Right. And she's just going to, as they're walking up the steps, she's just going to be like, tell me what you'd prefer to be called.
He gives kind of a smile. And he's like, well, Betty is a little formal, so please, you can call me Perkins.
All right, Perkins. Why don't you, there's some others of us upstairs. They're a little like you. They're the same kind of fae. And maybe they can help walk you through some of this stuff so that you can understand what you are now.
He nods and he'll enter the room with Misha, I guess, and
she'll just be like, one of them's a crow and the other one is a fox.
The fox is probably asleep or meandering about somewhere because the player had to leave. Another puka.
I will just kind of give him a finger wave as he's sitting on a table watching this guy scoot across the floor on the back of a chair.
Was this motherfucker was torturing you?
Not at all. It was a grand old time.
Sure.
There's a lot to explain to you. Why don't we get you out of here?
Yeah. You guys done with the questions?
I don't know, William. You tell me.
I'm done with the questions. I don't want to torture this fool.
I feel certain that it's done as she watches this guy being very mindless.
William kicks him in the face and tries to make him pass.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll for it?
No, he's in no state to soak.
Yeah. It's like punk.
Yeah.
And then he carries him to the fucking black van and pushes him because he hates this guy.
All right.
Then he goes to the cash drawer and takes the money.
Petty thieves, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, the thief didn't even take the stuff. All she took was the thing that had the video on it.
It's fine. It's fine.
I would like to point out Alice did not burn him to the ground. This is personal growth.
Yes. All right. So, any other things that you want to accomplish quickly or no?
I just wanted to mention. Oh, I'm sorry. You can.
Go right ahead. Mine was kind of weird and patty.
Oh, mine's just going to be brief. She was going to offer to hey, why don't we take, say, public transit someplace instead of making him get into the black van with the creepy people. So she's going to offer to this puka, the creepy people who were holding him there. That's, terrible.
The guard is like, hello, citizen.
Yeah, well, she's just going to be like, why don't you and I, or maybe some of the rest of us, maybe we can go walk someplace safer to talk. How about that? Walk or something whatever makes sense in this case. She's not going to make him get into the black van. That's messed up.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, that's all I was going to say. Go right ahead.
Oh, yeah, no. I was just going to say, this being a New York bar, Hall is going to check for a shotgun behind the bar.
Perception alertness.
Yes.
You find a shotgun behind the bar.
Yes. Hall takes the shotgun, smiling gleefully.
Like when he finds a shotgun, William looks right. William looks left. He looks at the drinks. He looks to the right. He looks to the left. He looks at the drinks. And I think we can end the scene there if nobody is gonna do anything.
All right. So this will end the scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And we'll see you next time.